So I'm like, what to say? What do I say? Bro, look at my roof. You play too much. But nah, so like, it's been a crazy past like 48 hours, I'd say. It's been pretty crazy. We are actually just not even going to talk about the allergic reaction, because just thinking about that just makes me itch. So on to the next. I'm just like very sleepy right now. I'm so exhausted, and I'm just like looking around constantly and observing people just for fun, just because it's like it kind of just gives me energy. And when I went to the whole like little resort over on Barton Creek over there yonder, I really felt rejuvenated by that. But then I went to Lazy Days because I was feeling like, the word. But even though there's nothing lazy about knowing when your body needs to rest, even if you just have to sit down for a little while, that's all good. So I'm just over here sharing my life with you on this video today with other people around doing whatever it is that they're doing. So it's kind of cool, honestly. It's kind of dope. And we've got ourselves a beautiful dog. Why am I not surprised? Over there, over yonder. So basically, I was called to begin this recording after just kind of meeting somebody who how do I put this? This is a mysterious individual. Let me actually just go walk and talk. So I'm at Lazy Days, just passed out on the couch outside where they have just a sitting area, is what they call it. But I straight up passed out for a good significant amount of time. Like, I would say about maybe a good hour to 2 hours. Maybe even a little bit more than 2 hours. Not quite sure. I wasn't keeping track of time. However, the real kicker was, firstly, I saw her when I had waken up the first time. And I just, I walked out and went to use the restroom right next door to at Captain Quack's. At Captain Quackenbush's. That's what it's called. Captain Quackenbush's Bakery. And I go back into Lazy Days and I see a girl, and she's got short hair. And she's just cool, She's just chilling. Getting a drink. She got the hookup. She got a free drink made for her. So I'm like, oh, okay. Somebody who's doing stuff that I do already interested me. And so, I'm just continuing, the practice of smiling at every thought that comes to mind, even the observation of a beautiful woman. And so I'm just, smiling to myself. I'm like, dope. So I'll just go ahead and start dancing. So gracefully, just nicely dancing to myself towards the front entrance of the building. And she's, at the register. And she walks out. I'm still dancing. And she does like a spin. She does like a spin around and then walks out. And then I look at her in her direction, and right before she walks out. She like stops for a second, and then she walks out. And her head kind of turns as she stops, like slightly, but she doesn't actually turn around at all. So I'm just like, that was very mysterious. Well, I went back to finish the rest of my nap, and woke up. This was only about 30 minutes. This was not even 30 minutes ago. So this just happened. And then I came here to radio, coffee, and beer. And so I go back I leave Lazy Days. You know, I do a little snap of the fingers because I see some dude just high as balls staring at me. And so I'm just like, snap, out the door, power. And so, man, this is just crazy. I seen the open sign just to the left of Lazy Days, and there's a door. This is open, and I'm like, it's okay, this is like a bookstore. And so I walk in, and surely enough, the girl is there, just like standing there and asking me if I need help with anything. And so I told her, like, I told them, you know, there's like somebody else there. I told them all, I think there might have been two or three of them when I first walked in. And so I said, yeah, I'm just like trying to like feel better right now. So I just came in here because it's a library. Felt like it might make me feel better. And then they're like, okay, they acknowledged that. And then she was like, well, would you like to read a book? We're about to close in like 20 minutes, but would you like to read a book in the meantime? Whatever. And so I'm like, yeah, like that'd be really cool. And so she's like, what kind of book are you in the mood for right now? Like, what are you in the mood for? And does fantasy interest you at all, or like fiction or something? Or I forgot the specific genre, but there's something about like fantasy, like fictional. And so I was like, yeah, definitely. And I was like, you seem like that would be like something you're into. That's what I said. And she's like, why? She like laughed, and she's like, why? Because I'm a girl. As we're like walking back to like the books, and I'm like, nah. And I paused for a second. I'm like, because you're mysterious. And I told her why. And I told her like the whole like seeing her, you know, before, and how that just took me by surprise. It just kind of threw me for a loop there. And so I told her, and surely enough, like, she continues being mysterious. I found out her name is a really cool name. I'm not going to say it because we don't identify the people who we are describing in our stories, in our little short stories here. We leave them nameless. Only I know, and the person if they watch this video. So yeah, that was like that was a very, like, honestly romantic interaction, and it's actually something that I had prayed about. I had prayed about it recently because I had felt like I was just running into so many women, and like it's like I want something to happen, you know, like I'm over here just with all this energy and all of this just like spirituality and like power and I'm like, what's up? Like, what's gonna happen? What could happen next? Like, where can I put all this? You know, even if it's just a conversation. I was like, something actually like meaningful and cool, something special. Like, I want something to take place. And so that happened, and like she was just like, well, you're welcome in here anytime. And she actually describes, before she says that, she finds this book and she describes the whole book to me as if like she's some like geek who like is super in which she is like some like nerdy like fantasy obsessed with fantasies girl, and like you got this like short hair and these like super like hippie pants, and I'm just like, and the way she's like looking at me, I'm like, okay, this is a girl that I can vibe with, that I can actually vibe with the long way, you know, because I haven't really felt like I haven't felt like in the other interactions that there's been clarity, that there's been enough clarity to say that easily straight from the jump that this is somebody that I could just vibe with, you know, because you know when it feels right, it feels right. There's no question about it, and so it hasn't really happened. And so for this to happen this way, and then when I leave, like she says bye, and I'm